my question was related to what I'd asked last time about what we decide before we come into this world. And so there are certain things which are pre-decided, as you had said. So I actually wanted to ask you that how much of it is, how much of our big experiences in life are pre-decided, and are those decided by Bhagwan alone, or do we have any say in what is planned beforehand? Like, for example, we see in many cases, you know, people get into second marriages and third marriages. So is that also planned beforehand, that one is going to have so many spouses? And does that mean that we have karmic relationships with that many people? In like a husband wife bond is very special. So does that mean that you have such special bonds with more people? Or is it that you're not doing your duty to one person and then you decide in this lifetime I'm going to have more? Am I making myself clear? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Swamiji.
So how much is decided before and how much is not decided, etc., are known only to Ishvara.
Okay.
But in our understanding, in our culture, we have to know one thing, that we never had the concept of second marriage, third marriage and all that. That is alien to us. Today it has come in, that's a different matter. But when we say from karmic standpoint, everything of course is a result of karma. Bhagwan does not decide on his own. Bhagwan is only the karma phala data. So definitely there is karmic bond. That is why there are 1, 2, 3, whatever number of marriages which are there. Now, whether it is, how one faces it is one's own, what we can call as the purushartha, yes. If one is committed to a person and one says, this is the marriage, I am committing to this person. Our culture, there is no concept of divorce at all. I am not saying people should continue in abusive relationships, never have divorce, etc. That's a different thing. One has to adapt with changing times. But those who are not putting that effort, and today we see people are breaking for petty reasons, silly reasons, they break up with each other and then they have some different partners and then they go into different marriages. Many things happen. So from the karmic standpoint, yes, they are destined that they have these karmic relationships, so they will have to go through some of these. But how they are responding to that is their choice right now. One, even in all those marriages, you may find some of those, not all marriages are very flimsy. There will be certain which are deep bonds, but then they break. So from karmic standpoint, we always say that a prabal karma is destined and you cannot avoid. But many others are things which are decided by the person now. Now, which is a prabal one in the, so let us say 4 marriages somebody has had. Now, which is a prabal one, which is a purushartha one, is very difficult to explain that. That's why Ishvara only knows that. From our standpoint, what we can do only is this much, that understand the basic purpose, that we are here to evolve, to rise beyond body consciousness, to be more selfless, more loving, to have higher values of life, and commit to that way of living. Because it is unnecessary, otherwise, we increase our karmic debt also, we increase our karmic bondage with so many people. Unfortunately, nobody understands this so clearly, and we get very influenced easily by some of the so-called liberal outlook in life. And then one says marriage is not even required, or one breaks marriage, the bond just like that so easily. And then one says, how does it matter if one moves on from one person to other? There are lots of challenges in this. Energy exchange happens between two people. Physical energy exchange happens, emotional energy exchange happens. Pranic energy exchange happens. So one is creating new bonds also. So whether it is creating new bonds or exhausting the previous bonds, etc., there is no way to know unless one has surrendered to Ishvara, and from Ishvara standpoint only one can know that. So all that we can do is stay focused on what relationships one has, work that out, and learn to rise higher and higher in one's maturity of thinking, surrender to Bhagwan, devotion, knowledge, etc. If that is not there, then karma consequences one has to face.
And Swamiji, do we have any choice before taking birth that, okay, in this lifetime, I would like to exhaust more of my karmas?
No.
No, that.
No choice there.
Because some people seem to have a very easy time. So have they chosen to have an easier lifetime? And no.
It just means that their punya karma, the time for the good karmas to be ripe has come together. So those punya karmas, they are exhausting together. So they seem to have an easy life.
Okay.
Our hands, what we have is only action. When it will fructify is not in our hands. That is the role of the Ishvara to provide to us the environment to exhaust our karma, as well as the people to exhaust the karmic bonds. Because if it is left to us, complete chaos will happen in the world. We will not want to exhaust the papa karma at all.
Yes.
To go on postponing it. That happens in, when we do some courses, like when we studied in Vedant course, that time all these facilities were not there, washing machine and all. So we have to wash our own clothes. So we will every day push it to Sunday.
Yeah.
And you go on Sunday, you see in the bathrooms of the hostels, every fellow is sitting there and washing. Because one goes on postponing those things. So if it is left to human being, finished it is. Bhagwan only determines which karma comes when. In fact, Bhagwan doesn't determine which karma comes when. Law of karma determines which karma gives result when. Bhagwan provides the environment and he has created the law of karma. That way it goes on. Human beings doesn't have it, they don't have any control on when it will fructify.
So the poor people, who are in so much poverty, they don't have a choice. So it's not that they have chosen a hard life in this lifetime.
They have not chosen a hard life that way, but they are getting results of some karma of the past, which today they can face with dignity and come out of it. So we see many poor people also, growing in
Yes.
wealth and prosperity, etc.